Okay, well, just, really a complete performance in all three phases. Loved how our guys showed up ready to play. Hats off to the team for the amount of guys that were really prepared to go in and perform and play to the standard that we talk about. And we talked about just attacking from the opening snap, and I think that's what you saw. I wanted it to look like we had practiced for a month and to have a good, clean execution. And I've been around football a long time and a lot of opening games, and that's about as clean as I can remember. So hopefully that's a good sign for us. And I didn't think we started well last year. I did not think we played a clean opener last year in some of the little things. Obviously, we played an opponent at their place at Auburn, but some of the little things that we did today was good to see. So played 91 guys. I think that's great for your team, especially coming off a long camp and developing the morale that you want. But fun to watch them. Fun to watch a lot of guys get more opportunity, bigger roles. I think it's something we can certainly look at the tape, and there'll be a lot of technical things that we can improve on, but very balanced day, 300 and something passing, 350 something rushing. All of our backs, had explosive plays and really ran well. We threw and caught the ball well. Can't say enough about Kelly. That's what I was hoping I would see. That's what I've seen in practice for quite a while, and it was great to see him take it to game day. We've had a lot of quarterbacks have opening games around here for a long time. Deshaun Watson, Taj Boyd, you name it, and that's the all-time record for total offense for a quarterback in his opening game. And he didn't play half third quarter and none of the fourth. So just very productive day for him and efficient. So hats off to our offensive line, the balance that they were able to provide. When we can be a balanced football team and run the football effectively, we're tough to handle. So just really proud of how they played, and we played a ton of guys. I bet you we played 12, 14 offensive linemen, and we played a lot of guys early. Defensively, just the 1 yard pass, and I know they didn't throw it very much, but really proud of our defense because they did a lot of unusual stuff. I mean, they looked a lot like Georgia Tech at times in some of the things that they were doing, and we managed it well. We set the edge for the most part all day. We disrupted them up front. I thought we were dominant, and we didn't miss a lot of tackles. So sometimes that's what you see. We missed a couple, but not a lot. It was a very clean game. And then special teams, fun to watch. The return game, we did a nice job there. We were close on a couple of punts, and I thought Ray, Amari, and Trapp all had an opportunity to get in there and do something. Our coverage team was excellent. We punted the ball well. Spire's first punt was outstanding. I think it was 49, and then King got a shot in there as well. We had 2 new snappers today, and I think we had a couple a little behind on the field goal, but for the most part, our snappers did a heck of a job. And then Hugel kicked the heck out of the ball on kickoff. So again, just an all-around clean performance, and one that we're glad to get behind us. Our first goal is to win the opener. We got that done. Now we'll move on to the next one, and a big one next week.
Coach, an old axiom in football is you see the most improvement from week 1 to week 2. You think you'll still be able to do that as long as you play in all 3 phases?
Hey, I'll sign up for that right now. That would be great. I just hope that we can just continue to have the great preparation, attention to details. The guys just having the right mindset. That's where it starts. It starts in how you think, just the mindset that you bring to the day. And our guys had that today. It wouldn't have mattered who we played. I mean, they were ready to go, and again played very consistent, and a lot of pride in their performance all day.
How surprised they only threw 5 passes, Coach?
I was pretty surprised. I was pretty surprised. Again, they had a few things that were a little unusual. You don't really ever know in an opener. Excuse me. You think you do, but you don't really ever know. especially when you play a team that is, somebody you're not that familiar with. I mean, there's new players coming in. Obviously, the head coach wasn't able to be here today, and there's just adjustments that you have to make. You got to kind of figure out what their plan is. So there were some unusual things, and our defensive guys were doing a good job over there trying to get dialed in. But I thought they were going to try to maybe get outside of us a little bit more than they did. But I was surprised that they didn't throw the ball a little bit more. But you still got to stop what they do, and our guys did a good job of that.
Does it make you feel confident that 2 years ago, special teams was kind of an Achilles heel, special national championship, but now special teams looks like a strength. What do you attribute that to, and how do you think that helped you throughout the year?
Well, I mean, we got good players, and I think anytime you have the type of athleticism and just overall depth and just guys that can run like we have, you ought to be pretty good in special teams, and that's kind of where we are. You saw that last year in our national championship game. That was a big difference in the game. But, I mean, it's one game. They're not going to anoint us the one-game champions of the season. We got a long way to go and a lot of work to do. And we'll play teams where there won't be near as much, margin for error. But at the end of the day, you got to take care of business, with the task at hand, and that's what they did today.
Kelly looked as comfortable as he's ever looked and making Is that what you've seen throughout the entire game?
Yeah. Y'all have heard me say a couple of times, if he'll just play anywhere remotely close to what he's done in camp, he's going to be pretty good. And that's what I was hoping for, and I'm just really happy for him. He's put in a ton of work. It was great to see him so poised and confident. He's really become a good leader for us. If he didn't have a size 18 shoe or so, he probably would have had another touchdown. He stepped out of bounds on the one. He got some big feet, and he can fly. So he's a problem. I mean, he really is. And I think the biggest thing is just getting his sea legs and just going and doing it on the game day. It's just a whole different deal. So his confidence will grow a ton, just going against an opponent on game day in front of a lot of people and making some really big throws. Really played very, very clean. The interception was just a tough break. It was a close call, and it just got a tip ball. But he put the ball right where it needed to be. So, I mean, I'm really proud of him. And then he just, when he gets loose, I mean, he can run away from you. But he made good decisions, did an excellent job with our protections and the run checks and the run game decisions the whole day. So took him out. I know he played a couple series maybe in the third quarter, but not much. So really proud of his day, and again, something that he can build on.
Talk about the running backs and just as a whole, got a lot of guys got a lot of touches that, maybe answer some questions back there with calling.
It was good to see them all have explosive plays and contribute in such a strong way. I mean, I don't know what our average was, but it was way up there. We had 3 guys with double-digit averages, and Fuller was 7.3. So, and one of his would have been a lot longer, but he just ran out of field because they don't count it once you cross the goal line. So he can only get what was there. But just proud of him. I mean, that's what we've seen in practice. I mean, and y'all got a chance to see little Edie in today. He's going to be something. He's an explosive player. He's a strong runner, and just fun to coach. But really proud of Adam. What a journey he's been on. I mean, he had a heck of a day out there today, and not sure what his average was, but it was really good, and good to see him get in the end zone. But I think we're going to be an offense at that position that, on any given day, any of those guys could get hot, but we're not going to hesitate to substitute and have fresh legs in there. So they're all engaged, they're all ready to go, and all of them made great contributions today.
How much did you simplify things for Kelly at all today with the game plan, going to his first start, and especially early on?
Say the first part.
How much did you simplify things for him as well, like the speed things?
No, we didn't simplify anything. We did want to feature him early. We wanted to get him popped a couple times, just get him tackled and get him into the game and the flow and rhythm of it. Put the ball in his hands. I thought we wanted to send that message to him early, but we did. But as far as simplifying things, I mean, he's a third-year player, so it's not like he's a rookie. He's been in the games, been in the meetings, and he's got a great grasp of what we do. So that's one of the main reasons he won the job as well.
Coach, do you feel a bit different running down the hill knowing you're celebrating a national
Say that again?
Do you feel any different running down the hill knowing you're celebrating the national championship today?
I wasn't celebrating one day. I was just celebrating beating Kent State. Our fans were celebrating. We celebrated January 9th, and then, we had a parade, and we had a few other moments along the way. But it was neat to see that up there. It was really great to see some of our former players. Saw Jadar, saw Jay Guillermo, Deshaun was here. And I was not out there when they did the ceremony. I hope that was pretty cool. For us, it was all about just trying to win the opener today. Larry?
With ETN, how often is it that you see a freshman right who gets here that violent and aggressive as a runner?
Yeah. You just never know till you start coaching them, but not that often. I mean, he's just a very confident guy, and he's a natural runner. It comes easy to him, but he's got that same toughness of Gallman. There's that, slashing and just grinder with the ball in his hands, but he's just explosively fast. I mean, he can really, really run. He ran out of gas on that one. He scores on that every time. He kind of got tripped, took all of his energy trying to regain his feet, but he's going to be a fun one. He'll be a fun kid to watch grow up, and he's going to have a lot of big moments.
How have you seen him kind of progress through the playbook coming from such a different offense and kind of pick it up with his ball?
Yeah, he's done great, and the biggest thing is he didn't know much about pass protecting. That was a little bit of an adjustment for him. But what I love about him is he won't turn it down. I mean, as we've gone through camp, he's stuck his face in there several times, and that's what it takes at that position. I mean, you got to be able to protect your quarterback, and he's much improved. He's still a guy that we have to help him a little bit here and there. I mean, he's a young player, but he's just going to get better.
Coach, so much was made about losing Leggett. You told us a couple of weeks ago that Milan was really ready to step up in the passing game. It had to be nice seeing with that long reception in the first quarter on that first drive, and then also start the second half on that first quarter drive.
Yeah, 2 catches for 70 yards. That's a pretty good day for Milan. Really happy for him. Here's another kid. There was a bunch of guys like that today that have had to be patient. They've had to put their time in. They've had to develop as players. He's one of them, and it was just fun to see him out there and have his opportunity and take advantage of it. But he looked great running with that ball. One thing he can do. He can hit a gear. So I'm excited for him. He had a big old smile on his face, and he's put the work in. And that's when you've really worked hard for something and you get the fruits of your labor. There's a great lesson in that, and that's exactly what's happened for Milan. So he's still got a lot more to do, but that's a good start for him, and that's what we were looking for in this ball game.
Being a wide receivers coach, how satisfying was it to see your non-wideouts get out there and play and make some good catches? And who do you think impressed you today, just from the sidelines?
Yeah, all of them. Really, we got to watch the tape, but I'm not really disappointed in any of them. It was good to see Dion and Ray get off to a really good start. We only throw it to Renfro when it's like critical down or something. I think he only had 1 catch. He did have 2. We'll find Renfro some more somewhere along the way. He'll catch a few passes, but those 3 guys were just sharp. And Travion, I know we had one. He jumped a little early, mistimed it, but he had a big 3rd down for us or a big 1st down, and those 4 guys have really given us good leadership, done an excellent job. It's good to see DeAndre Overton carry over to the game. What I've seen in practice, he's really been one of our more improved players. His confidence is high, and he made a couple of really nice plays. And y'all saw the explosiveness of Amari and Cornell. Both those guys had some big plays, and they're run after catch type guys. And Ray, Ray he had a really productive day, and he's so explosive. But it's good to see him play with some good technique. Made a couple nice conversions for us, and a good day. But definitely more there. I don't think TJ had an opportunity today, but he's another guy that'll have one down the road. T, getting him out there, and had a couple of close calls go against him, but he made one-handed catch that I guess he was interfering on. But it was you got a chance to see a little bit of a glimpse of the athleticism of those young guys.
Coach Falcinelli was replacing a 2-year starting center today, and didn't hear a whole lot about him, so that must have been a good thing for him.
Yeah, he's been solid. I mean, he really has just Yeah, he played well for us last year. He got a lot of good experience last year, and so he was ready to step in. And then Cervenka played a lot today too. I think he might have had one little glitch on a snap, but both those guys are going to be good players for us and really give us the type of leadership we need there.
Did you see Kelly settle down any more than he already was after hitting that bomb there?
Oh yeah, I mean he was confident and poised. I mean going into it, he just had the right look in his eye. And again, he's put the work in. He was prepared, and it was just a matter of just going and just do what you've been doing. And but what a beautiful throw. It wasn't very fancy. Deion just kind of ran by the guy, but you got to make the throw. And just a beautiful, beautiful throw. And certainly, I'm sure early in a game and a first appearance to hit a throw like that down the field, that's just going to just kind of fuel that fire and just your confidence even more. So it definitely didn't hurt.
Y'all always looking to take advantage of that kind of matchup. Someone goes man up on you.
Yeah, I mean we're a matchup offense. That's just what we do. I mean we're going to always attack you, where we think we've got the best opportunity, and we want to be able to. It all starts with being able to run the football with power. That's where it starts for us, and then our play actions that come off of our run game. We want to stretch the field, vertically and horizontally, play fast, play with tempo, but create matchups. And for us, we got to win those one-on-ones for us to be explosive. And more times than not in our past, we've been pretty consistent at winning those type plays. But it takes a lot of work to go into that. And then you got to have multiple guys. You can't just have one guy. They can take away one guy. So we try to put as many playmakers on the field as we possibly can, and then we empower the quarterback to make the right decisions. And again, I thought Kelly made great decisions today, and then Zarek, coming in there, that was a nice couple drives for Zarek, and then Hunter Johnson comes in. I think it was like a 90-yard drive, maybe a long drive to see him go down. So it was good to see those guys get opportunity to go in there and play.
You had talked, I think, about you'd love to get snaps for whoever the backup quarterbacks were as much as possible early in the season. As you get into a couple of games and you probably expect to be a little closer than this one, would you still like to see them get a series here or there?
Well, we won't go in. I mean, Kelly's our guy. I mean, we're gonna roll with Kelly, but we certainly hope that we can find opportunity, wherever we can. But we're not, going into the game with hey, third series, this and that. We're going in just like last year with Deshaun to win the game, and if wherever we can find opportunity, we'll try to take advantage of that. But today was big. That was big for those guys to be able to get out there and play a little bit.
All set? Thank you, Coach.
Okay, appreciate it.